anything that kind of just makes the piece jump out, I think is super dope. Alright, what up guys? So today I'm going to be doing something new that I haven't done before yet. So I'm posting a lot more and kind of prioritizing YouTube stuff right now. Today we're going to talk about a 2-day session that I did. So I'm going to I'll throw the video up on the screen. I'll kind of just talk over it so you guys can see how it kind of played out. A couple time lapses in there, just some footage of the day. Obviously like the final pieces and everything from each day. Yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting off with the consultation, I do this with everyone, every client I have. I don't design anything weeks or days before your appointment. I kind of just do everything the day of for like the first 30 minutes to an hour or so. I just go over their ideas, the concept, the theme, and then design something from there. So right here you guys can just see, I'm just kind of talking things over with him, where he wants to do it placement wise, stuff like that. He ended up wanting to do like a Greek theme. He's pretty open with like giving me like creative freedom and creative control and stuff like that. He just had a few ideas he liked a lot, and then we just built off of that. Consultations for me is like a huge thing. This is like for any beginner artist or even advanced artist, my biggest tip that I always tell people is just like consultations are king, dude. This is where, you know, your trust is built in them, their trust is built in you. It's super important. Honestly, like this can make or break a session. Sometimes if it's rocky and they're being weird, or you know, they feel like you're being weird or something, it can kind of just break a session before it even starts. But on the opposite of that, like if it's dope consultation and a dope like design process, like man, those days they just fly by, bro. They just go by so easily. It just makes the tattoo process more fun and everything like that. This is the stencil for the first day. This is the design we ended up coming up with. So here's the time lapse like I was telling you guys about. For the first like 10-20 minutes of every tattoo, if you guys see me looking over here, that's because I'm watching it on my iPad. What you guys are watching on the screen right here. Anyways, so like for the first 10-20 minutes, I call it like just a feel out period. So I always usually work or try and work bottom to top. Sometimes I do background first, sometimes I work, you know, jump around a little bit, but I try and work bottom to top mostly. Like for that feeling out period, I kind of just, like let's say there's a darker area or something like that I know is going to get blended out with like black or something like that. I'll just kind of build up some light tones and just see how like the skin takes the ink, what I need to do throughout the tattoo, especially when it's your first time tattooing someone. You don't really know how their skin is going to take it. So yeah, that's just a random little tip for like any beginning artist out there. But yeah, so right here we're just working through the helmet part. Like I said, I kind of jump around a little bit, so I'll start like an area. I kind of work like similar to a printer, but kind of just work bottom up, and then I kind of come back down a section, and then kind of up a section, and then back down, and I just kind of layer and layer and layer and build up the whole way through like that. Opposed to like, I know some people work in like a small little section, and then kind of just like don't move on until they finish that section. Sometimes that works for me, sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot of variables, but yeah, that's kind of how I try and do it. It also kind of depends on the piece too. If you're like super excited about a certain part of it, you kind of like want to get to that part, or maybe you want to save that for last, you know what I mean? It's all different preferences. Right here I'm just giving it a bath. I have this just kind of like a lidocaine soap that I put on after. Cleans it up real good. Sometimes it can sting a little bit, so I just wash it down with water and there was some ointment. And yeah, that's day one right there. So yeah, I was super happy with this one. We got to throw in some extra cracks and splits in the face, and to me that always like makes a piece. I mean, that's like usually like one of my favorite parts about pieces, when they have like cracks in it or splits or anything that kind of just makes the piece jump out. I think is super dope. So this is day 2. This one was a little trickier just because of the beard and like the abs. When you're doing body parts like that, like sculpting abs as a tattoo and everything like that, You'll see right here what I mean about like I kind of work my way up and then like eventually I start working my way back down and kind of relayering up. I do that mainly so like the skin can just like settle down and I can see like the true tones and see where I need to go darker or where is good and just kind of stuff like that. That's something I kind of learned on the way, on my journey with tattooing. But yeah, sometimes like, I used to just pack it in and I used to like regret it and wish, I should have let it settle a little bit and then like maybe it was the tone I wanted, especially with like black and gray. But yeah, this is day 2. I was really happy with it. His skin took it really good. He took it really good. Especially 2 days back to back and on that elbow in such a big area and stuff, he took that like a G. So I really appreciate him. But yeah, that's the tattoo from the day before, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. If you guys like this kind of content, just drop a comment, a like down below. Ring that bell, it helps out a lot. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video and I plan to do a lot in the near future. I plan to do at least one of these kind of sit down videos a week and then maybe one that's like a vlog style. So that's what I'm thinking right now, but let me know if you guys want anything else or any other kind of content you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys.